Let's move on to this. The Cape Town Marathon is taking place tomorrow. Now, among those that are taking their place at the starting blocks will be actress and entrepreneur Thandy Matlaila, who is motivated by more than just achieving a fast time. She joins us now to chat via Zoom. Thandy, thank you very much for joining us. Getting straight to it, this is only your second marathon or your second Cape Town Marathon, but you're running it for a purpose. Tell us about that.
So my marathon journey started last year in 2023 at the Cape Town Marathon. So between then and now, I've only done one other marathon. And I'm not a big fan. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a big fan of marathons. But I realized that I can use my influence to give back to the community. And all I can do is use what I love, but something that's uncomfortable for me in order to give back to those less fortunate than myself.
And tell me how you are exactly going to do this tomorrow as you tackle the Cape Town Marathon.
So I've got a couple of donors who have pledged that for every kilometer that I run, they are going to donate either a pair of running shoes and a sports bra, because those are the two main sports apparel things that I'm collecting for the Run Alex development team. So most people that are donating, they're like, for every kilometer that you run. So if I finish the 42, there's a brand that's going to give me 42 pairs of running shoes and 42 sports bras. And others are just like, we're going to pledge whatever it is. Others have started. Others have given back. Others are going to be donating their shoes that they're going to be competing in tomorrow. So that's how I'm planning to do it.
Well, I'm not sure if you say if you finish. It should be when you finish. Why do you think that you might not finish the race, Thandy?
I just think it's habit. I believe I'm going to finish tomorrow, but I can also not take away the fact that the whole of September I was sick.
Okay, so that's your story. You're sticking to it. But tell us, you did say you don't like this whole marathon thing, so I understand why you say that. But also, why is this important for you, Thandy, as an athlete and an entrepreneur and an actress, as we mentioned, to give back to the community, particularly this community of Alex?
So, Kwena, I've grown up as a privileged child. I'm not going to lie. You know that whole thing of no, I didn't. But one thing that my parents ensured that I know very well is to always give back to those people that are less fortunate than yourself. So I grew up always but it was instilled in me from a very young age that if you see somebody who's struggling in whatever, it doesn't have to be monetary, it doesn't have to be clothes, but if you see somebody who needs something from you, whether it is you assisting them with their schoolwork or whatever the case might be, give that helping hand. Because that's why we are all here. We are all a network. We are all here to help each other get ahead in life, because life already is so hard. And I grew up in Bramley, which is not very far from Alex. And I got exposed to Alex when I was in primary school. I was in grade 7. And I went to visit Alex for the first time in my life. And I was quite fascinated. I don't know if that's the right word. But township life was just so fascinating, because I was like, really? Is this what happens? But the more you dug deeper into township life, it's not as cool as it looked, there was children peer pressure, children teenage pregnancy, children smoking, children getting into bad habits, really.
Yeah. Thandy?
So,
and unfortunately, our time is not really on our side. But speaking of time, what are we looking at, 3:30? Quickly?
I'd be very happy with the 3:30, okay. But realistically, I'm looking at a 3:40.
Fantastic. Thandy Matlaila, thank you very much for coming through to join us. We're out of time. Let's take you back to Nhlanhla.